What's up, everyone? Alright, I just went out of the shower, that's why my hairs are wet, by the way, and stuff. Anyway, so today I'm gonna do a little guide about how I level up my guys. So, well, how I reach max level with one of my character yet so far, and also how I made money and tips for a beginner and stuff like that. So the whole thing is listed here, okay? It will be put in description if there is enough character. I think it's 10,000 maximum character in description of YouTube, so we'll see 10, yeah, something like that. So I will go through all of this. So yeah, just so you know, I wrote this just before. And let's go on the Xelar. First thing, it's not a tip, it's just by the way, there is no automatic build for level 230. If you put yourself at 230, you will have the worst stats ever, which is basically nothing. If you press high, you see no emblem, so you're just naked. So that's automatic build for 230. So you have to build a character at 230 if you want to do 230 module level. Well, it's at this point you just don't put yourself at the modulated level because it's your current level, so you just go with your current level. But anyway, because you cannot go worse than this, since the automatic build of 230 is not a real, it's not an automatic build. Alright, so let's go through this. Temple of Scripture, so it's more for beginner, but everyone actually, if you did not know that, you have this here, right? You can always teleport to a zap, and I just started the game, so it will be a little slower. You can always go back here and use a zap. So if you want a zap, you go to this. So when you start a game, it's free, okay? When you start a game, you will want to go in Astrub, next, you want to reach this, right? So you will start here next to the little Pepe here, Papi Pal, and you can walk, take your Drago and at the same time, and walk here to the Temple of Scripture symbol thing if you don't have it activated. So yeah, that will be one of the first step. If you want to go in the Temple of Scripture, then you want to go inside here and get your free teleport of Scripture, unlimited amount of use. You go here to the almanax machine. You will also receive almanax token every time you pray for almanax. I think you need to be level, I don't know, maybe at least 50, no, at least at 50 I know you have it, but yeah. And then you can buy this after a year of praying, but it's average price not even $1 million. That's really shit amount. Like, that's just 180 tokens for this. That's also, I mean, unless they're like special Feroxar, Beowolf, unless it's like a better version. I don't know what level 50 it is, what it give at level 50, but yeah. I still do them. I still pray pretty much every day when I can, but yeah. So like I said, you want to get the first thing here, 0 almoken. You want to buy this, and you will teleport when you want to this place, so you can take the zap. If you want to be in Astrub and have the better zap, the better Drago, it's just not it's not really useful. But if you do your daily dungeon in Astrub, I recommend you Tanelia, right? Tanelia, so you can just teleport fast here. All right, that's just not really useful. But anyway, speaking of Astrub, so the first time you have to go in different region after level like 50 or around level 50 when you finish with Astrub. Around 36 actually. You can go here, and I don't think you can see all these. Maybe it's now done. It's now on every boats. It used to be only the 4 nation from this, and then you can go to these area. But maybe you don't have to reach nation first. Maybe you don't need nation first now. Astro boat might lead you to the regions. It seems to be the case now. Alright. Also, when you press K, you have your rank here. This rank is based on the total level of all your character, right? And then you level up. When you reach 4, so I'm gonna change this to 4. When you reach troop rank as 4, you can buy, oh no, that was 5. You can buy the Beowolf. So basically these. Hello. Okay, it's because I'm not on my. There you go. So you can buy these to move faster, right? You can also do the Drago quest around level 30 and get a Drago, but Drago will have worse stats than the Beowolf if you feed them. At level 50 they give 40 in their mastery, right? So Beowolf is just better looking in my opinion, and also yeah, it's 1000 Kama, so it's nothing pretty much. It won't be hard for you to get this. Alright, we will go with the Dailies section, okay? I'm gonna show you, and I mean Maxillar, I don't need to do it anymore, but as you can see, I have a lot of seeds, well, a lot of seeds. 12 seeds of level 216, and 7 of 201, and 5 of 216 that I farm every day, okay? So this is a way for me to get XP. So let's go here, for example. I will put my SRAM because my Maxillar is max level anyway, right? So it's not going to show anything. So my SRAM is currently 42%. So what I do, in my case, since I'm over 215 for these guys, I will complete my... what did I take? Shudoku. It's not Shudoku, it's Shushnish. You will want to go to the guild hunter, whatever hunter thing, to your current level. So you might have to explore the levels of the dungeons around your level to see the zone of your current level. And so, for example, you're level 170. Well, 170 is not really a good example because you will be in the 156 zone. If you reach 172, then you will be in 171. So, and then you can know, oh, okay, if I'm 171 plus, I can farm in Moon. If you go to Moon, you will have these dungeons, and these, well, this one is not a dungeon, it's a ultimate boss, I think, but yeah, because if you go for ultimate boss, it will be this symbol, yeah. So you will look the regular dungeons, and with this you will know, okay, I can farm at 170 in Padalisha, I can farm in Moon, blah blah, and you will look in these in Moon. For this level it's in Moon, by the way, the Hunter Guild. So you will look at something like that. Well, no, this is not a good thing. It looked like this, okay? This is the Hunter. For this level it wasn't hard to find. This is her. She does not look like Hunter giver quest giver, but she is, as you can see here. Alright? So like we said, I'm currently 42%, and it's a fixed amount of XP. So wait a second, I already did today? Oh, it's true, I actually, yeah, okay, I cannot show you. I already did it yesterday with all my characters, basically. So in my case, I have 4 characters over level 215. So basically these 4 here will complete the quest for the 5 here, and then I will go in Ozamoza, and then in Ozamoza I will... can you see? No. Where is Ozamoza on the map? I could teleport to it. It might have been faster at this point, but it's probably not even... It does not look like it's in this universe. It might be in... Okay, that's in Inglorium. So you see here, Hunter Guild here. So this is where I go for level 201 and plus. Okay, so just an example. You will want to do the same thing. As you can see other guys do it. You gather seeds of all the monster of your level. So like I said, the region here, for example, all the dungeon will be Rod of the Dead, Dementia, Citadel of Horror, the 5 area here that you can access from this, right? For 216 to 230, that's your last spot. But anyway, so you will want to do this. These one give 50 something million per 10 seeds. So basically 250 million for completing the every day, 215 million XP, and Ozamoza will actually give more because it's 7 instead of 5 monsters if you want, a group of monsters that you can gather seeds, and it's 35 million each. So 35 million times 7 is over 210 million, right? 210 million, yeah. Yeah, that's okay. 210 million. It's over this. So 225 million probably, something like that. Yeah, but you have to farm more seeds, but at the same time, if your trapper is higher level, which is not the case, my job guy is this one. If your trapper is higher level, then you will be able to gather, because the last guys, it take me 2.2 seconds right now, and 157 is kind of overkill in a way, because it's 140. After 150, your XP decrease for every time you gather. Right now I get 20 XP from every harvest, so it's super long to get one more level each time. So yeah, but I will be able to gather at 1.6 second these, and 1.5 is the minimum when you have over 20 level difference, or in that case it seems to be 30. Yeah, it seems to be 30 level difference between to get the 1.5 second. Anyway, so it go faster. In my case, on that guy, I have a job equipment page, but you will need an extra page if you do all your build like I do. And this is basically where I put this stuff here that I use for my harvesting. For here it's trapper right now that equips. If I want to get lumberjack, I'd switch the tool. Anyway, and I have my other tools in my chest, but whatever. Okay, alright, so this is for that. The almanax, so if you go back to the Temple of Scripture and you go, well, yeah, I have my almanax activated. I could have known that I did my dailies, because this is the last thing I do. The last thing I do at the end of the day, well, not at the end of the day, at the beginning of me playing, it's I do, at the end of my dailies, I go pray and I feed my mounts. Because not all my mounts on max level because I was lazy, and I bought some more for my new character. So you will go here and pray the marriage of the day, right? It will change, sometimes it will change door, but whatever. So for this, because if I press Z, it does not show, right? It does not tell me, you can buy the rewards from this thing here, but you cannot see the actual buff from the day, so it's kind of useless. It's just a calendar. I don't know why there is a almanax thing on the Z button. I was like, oh, there is almanax there, but it does nothing. It's useless, other than having this button to buy directly from this instead of the croupier, or I'm not sure of the term, but this thing, the machine. That's it. Alright, so twice a week, or maybe a little more, every 4 or 5 buff. I think there is only like 5 buff. Like crafting XP, it's 1. Wisdom, like I said, like I write it in the prospection, are the 2 important one in my opinion. Crafting XP and crafting speed can be important if you want to farm your job. Each of them is 2 hours every time you get them. If you pray, you can keep it if you don't pray the day after, if you disconnect and stuff, but the moment you pray again, it will just be not crushed, but I don't know that, I don't remember the term for that, but yeah, it will be replacing the other one, right? And so there's another buff that I don't remember, maybe 1 or 2 other buffs that are useless to me. I think it's job related as well, something like that. Anyway, if you have a team, okay, I did my dailies, but I just did not do my okay, I see. I did my dailies, but I did not do my dungeons yet. So that's the thing. Okay, you cannot open your event bag here. I will just go. I often go to Brackmar, even though I'm not Brackmarian. I just take the city that has less people in it. But then I kept every of my character or Amacnian because I need this to actually play them together with a booster, right? So you want to go in your event bag, talk to this guy, and take the quest here. So I want the 6 to 50. In my case, I do 6 to 50, 51 to 95, and 96 to 140. As you can see in my videos, every videos I made so far, it's covering these, right? I started this like 2 weeks ago, pretty much. And yeah, so these quests will give you XP based on your level. So 140, 280, 560. So yeah, it's scale, but the XP doesn't increase that much when you do higher level one. So 140 give you, for example, Fox 563 for this guy. If I do 141 to, let's put these two as well, 141 to, so basically I get 185 in that case. Oh, 563. If I take the one for 215, oh, 563. So it increased up to 140, but then the last two will give you the same XP as the quest 95 to 150. So is it 95 to 1, whatever, but yeah, I will just activate these three, so I will farm these later. I have 5 hours remaining after this video to do it, and today I will record the Beowolf dungeon. This one I already did a video, and the UPY, even though no one really care because it's a low level one and there is no strategy to beat this, but I decided to actually record every dungeon possible, just so someone that never did any can still open the video and say, oh, okay, this dungeon is not complicated, cool, I will try it, right? So that's why I'm doing all of them. So if you have a team, this is actually the fastest way to level. If you have your if you made your build, I recommend you to do build like this, like one of each. So one of level 20, 35, 50. You have 15 free pages now with the updating, and you go up to, well, this one, yeah, you go up to 215, because 230, like you just seen, you don't have you cannot create a 230 like, even if you wanted, you cannot create one. Well, okay, I'm on my stream right now, so it's not showing you. Okay, I will go out of the bag. So even if you wanted to do an automatic build at 230, you can't. You really have to just switch your equipment every time you want. You cannot put two sets of different equipment. Like, let's say you want to be distance on one and melee on the other one, like make two stuff, or you're a sacrifier and you want full tank build and another like hybrid or full damage, and you want to switch between. No, you can't. You just have to manually press all your items. I think it's weird. I'm not sure if I'm bug, or if it's a bug, or do I need to reconnect, whatever, I don't know. Well, I did reconnect in between, so I don't know. Anyway, so if you do your builds and you have better equipment than automatic build, go for it, and you can do stasis 1 just for the completion of this. You will get 2 modulux token no matter the level of the dungeons, so I really recommend you to start with the lowest one first. Also, if you want a little reminder, if you have a guild that you want, I'm the one building my guild myself, but if you want to join my guild, don't hesitate. Okay, I'm trying to, it's just myself in the guild. Okay, if you want free bonuses, these bonuses I have right now at the top, you can join my guild and leave whenever you want. It's okay. We can make new rank for you and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, so my goal is to reach level 10 and buy a Haven World, but it's super long. It's 100,000 guild point with a limit of 9,000 every week. That's basically more than 10 week, 12 week to reach 108,000. So even in 3 months I won't have this. I would need to farm 9,000 points every week, and first, before that, I need to also level up to 10 first, so another 20,000. So yeah, I won't have a Haven World before a while, and I know it's kind of useless right now, but anyway. So yeah, the tokens of these quests is always 2, no matter the level you're doing. So even the small one here, 2 Modulux token. You can exchange these tokens at Astrub. I did not say that. Let's add it. Tokens can be exchanged at the tavern at Astrub. In the, what's the term? In the, I would just say take the stairs, but underground, I guess. I don't know the English term for that. Anyway, so you can go to Astrub Oops, that's an Astrub. You can go to Astrub here, the Brutas Inn. Oh no, it was actually to us. Okay, you can exchange the tokens here for money or different stuff. Okay, just look at them. I think there is like cosmetics and stuff like that. Yeah. So if you have a team, if you have 2 accounts, if you have a friend, if you have 6 people you can play with, 5 other people, you can do this. It will be the most efficient way to get XP, and you with 3 tokens you can have a 60,000 value relic fragment right now, but I don't know, I'm not sure if you will be able to sell it if people actually buy them much and stuff like that. I did not convert my tokens yet, and I do have some, so I will have to do soon at some point. So 100 on this guy, and yeah, anyway. Alright, so this was for the daily section. Now for the money tip. Okay, if you're patient like me, what I did, it's more than a month thing, it's almost 2 months. You can, if you have a minimum amount of money first, or you happen to have dropped pets and you want to make like little pets, you know, like the one you drop in fights, are not really worth that much. But if you do it with a pet that has a lot of value in the first place, you can make like a couple million each, right? So let's say let's go to pets here. Again, it's really you really have to be patient. I think pets are in equipment. Okay, so if I go in terms of price, right, you will see all of these really don't care much, and then you will reach the one that are valued of like 3 million for the first one at level 0. Okay, let's see minor shushu, for example. It's one of them that I should have. I don't know where are my minor shushu. I had like 2 or 4. So level 0 will be sell around 1 million. At level 50 will be sell 3.5 million, right? Well, currently. So if you buy them at around this price, and you can almost double their value. Well, you can more than double if people pay for that, but it's just an example, okay? So I made my first 50 million this way. I had 1 character with all the pets on him, and every day I was feeding the creature with him. Of course, you have to count the 50 resources that you will use to feed the guy, but it's not that much. It's not worth that much. You can always find a cheap resources to feed them, but yeah. The way I made the most money is by crafting high level equipment. Alright, so here's my Stram, my job guy. It was supposed to be my main character before I just find him. Stram was always my favorite. I used to play Dofus when I was 13, so like 17 years ago. And I played Dofus a lot before Wakfu went out. When Wakfu went out, I started at the beta. I remember capturing in the wild the Royal Gobble and stuff like that. But well, I mean, Royal Gobble was not literally at the launch of the beta, but there was the Wapin, which is in English Wabbit. I'm not sure in English actually, but the little rabbit thing. Wabbit maybe? No, I don't think so. But anyway, there was little rabbit that you could find in the beginning. It was kind of the tutorial zone and stuff like that. But yeah, I remember when I used to play this. But Stram was always my favorite, basically. So the skin and everything, they're supposed to revamp the skin as well. I don't know when, but there is a post on it on Wakfu website. You can see they will become skeleton again, which is really nice for me, because I think they are the most badass skin wise. But in the dungeon I find them a little useless. I know some people will say they're a really good finisher. They're not really good finisher. Like they will deal as much damage as someone else when they do finisher move. Other than that, they will not deal that much damage. But they're super hybrid in a way that every 3 turns they can turn themselves invisible, and then therefore become invincible to monsters, because they will never find you pretty much, unless you're really dumb and you just put yourself invisible and you cast a spell after using all your movement point and stuff like that. But other than that, you will make your Stram not killable every 3 turn. You can also put poison and drain HP. So it's like hybrid. You can push as well, you can move a lot if you use the trap to teleport, if you boost your movement point with certain spell and stuff like that. So that's more like what it is, but for pure damage you will always want, like Auxiliar at distance will deal more damage than my Stram from the back. That's what when I did equipment on both of my Stram and my Auxiliar at level 200, and my Auxiliar were dealing more damage on multiple targets at the same time because of the hammer thing than the Stram could do on one target, doing all he can on it. Even the finishing move. Of course, he will deal more when they reach under 30 HP, 30% HP and stuff like that, but that's still not really that great. But I know I'm going on a different tangent here, but I just wanted to say why I don't play my Stram that much anymore. But I will level up to 230 just because it's my main character, but I don't like the guy right now in the current state of the game, right? I don't like him much. Of course, PvP, since the PvP meta is just having as much resistance as you can, as much XP as you can, and just, you know, put armor to defend yourself and stuff like that, just to kill the other one is just a long fight of like, yeah, you know, the one that will deal the most damage while being the most resistant. So Astram is really strong in PvP at high level, well, at every level, I guess, since every level will do pretty much the same tactic, because you will be able to put poison on on the enemies, and the poison will ignore the armor. It will not ignore the resistance, it will ignore the armor. So if you find someone that love to put armor on him because having the highest resistance possible and armor, make that you might not lose off your real HP, right? So the Stram is probably a good counter for all of this. That's pretty much his usefulness, I guess. So it's not bad, but it's just not the way I want to play, I would say. So okay, now I'm going back to the crafting thing. So as you can see, my armor, my tailor mostly, I use tailor mostly to make my money, I'm gonna be honest. I'm still working on the other one. Baker and Chef, I know I never touched them, I don't care much about these. And yeah, so I will work on these, Weapon Master and Jeweler, and these to at least reach, I want to reach everything to 135 to be able to craft everything. Is it 135? 150? Oh, there is 150 now? No, the item, no, okay, it's 150. Okay, so to collect stuff, collecting is 145. Okay, but it's 150 for the crafting. Okay, so I will try to reach 150 with each at some point. Yeah, it's true, I did not finish even there. So basically what I did, I made this with my friend. Basically this one, we did a VLOOKUP table that will look into this. I just put the resources. I build every resource of the level I want to do, but of course it will be more you know, less time consuming when I will be actually max level and just craft the same items all the time, that the one that make money. So basically you want to go in the market here, look at the items that has the most value that you can craft, or you can, I mean, you can start by going into your job here and just go like, okay, right now I can craft this, right? Well, not this because I will have a chance to fail, but let's say I can craft these. So you can note all of these. So of course this one, I mean, you can at 150, it's not a good example. Let's go to the, yeah, there we go. So 140 in my case. So I can craft this. Okay, 3.2 million, 4 million, this, and then, oh, this is just the same of this one, but upgraded. So now I could go here and look, okay. See if I close this, it worked, right? Yeah. So Wild Cape. So if I look Wild Cape, okay, so Wild Cape, if I buy this for 355, I will put 355 here for the item, and then in my case, like let's say I change it, you will see that the value will change here, right? Oh, well, the price here, why does it H2? I put it there. Okay, it's this thing, but yeah, I will put 355 here. And then you see the profit change because it's just the total minus sell value minus total. So here the sell value will be 2.5, but it's just, I'm not doing the a cappella right now, right? So I will put it back to, well, I will have to change that anyway. But let's say I do it for now, okay? So capella. So capella right now can be sell 1.1 million, and if I buy the one here, it's 350. So as you can see, it's really not that much now. So 350,000, 3.4 million here will be 1.1 million, and I'm gonna do a gap, so I'm gonna put 1 million because you know. Okay, so as you can see, the profit is really not that much here. So if we look the capella resources, these are the resources required to craft it, to upgrade it to legendary. So now I will go here and, you know, do the thing. So if I look at the burning cranberry, put it back to resources. So it's not resources, it's just everything. So this one will be 10,000. So it's even worse. 10,000. It's a little more, but whatever. Available 7. I did the available thing, so let's put 13,000 for like 15. It's just to know if I can craft it, because I also did here craftable yes. So it will look, well, here I actually put a craftable yes. If all of this, the quantity is, you know, quantity in shop here is over this, then you can, every of them is over, then yes, right? Anyway, so I did this, and this is the way I look if I can make profit out of the object. And I just, you know, fill of this. The goal of this one here is to fill all of these resources at the beginning, and then look the equipment I want to look, change the price here for the current equipment, and see if I can make profit on any of them, right? Before that, I was doing this, okay? I was doing like myself a little thing. I was putting the quantity here, price unit, blah blah, and I was doing this way, and I was doing one item at a time. So mucking cap here, it was these items, and I was calculating the money I could make out of this. So this is how I reached my first 150 million. I kind of did this a while, but it's really time consuming, and yeah, so yeah, that's a way to make money. Of course, not much people will like this tips, I guess, but this is still a way. So I'm gonna remove this now. So crafting is a way to make money, and it's also kind of a gambling because you might not sell your items. So that's why you really want to yeah, you really want to have a good profit range so you can sell it less if it's happening. All right. Leveling all the market, all harvest job for seal of companion. So as you see here, seal of companionship. Let's add companionship. Will give you 50% of harvesting and everything. Jobs are not affected by boosters. So if you're free to play and you want a booster and your country allow you to buy a green for a subscription. So let's say here I want booster. So you can, mine turn into $. Is it a thing? Is it still a thing? I was thinking it was this way just because of the other thing. So you cannot buy booster with greens anymore. But I'm not gonna show it. But on the website, I mean, let me put it on the different screen. On the website, I can still buy them with a green though. So you could still buy a greens maybe, and go back to your account. I'm just gonna look first because sometimes it showed the email service booster. Okay, so if I go on the website, my current my reserve, so how much I have. So if I look here, I have 2.250, so you can see it's the right account. And here I can see the booster. So it seems that I will be able, if I buy 3,000 greens here, to get 4.7 and buy a month. The 7 day in hard green is really not worth it. As you can see, it's like almost half the value, half the price, but for only 7 days. So it's 4 times less days for half the value, right? Twice the price, kind of. See what I mean? So, but yeah, I'm not sure why it's not showing in the website, in the game anymore, but and I think some country might not even have this in the website as well. But yeah. So like I said, you don't need a booster to level up your job. And this is a good way to make your first 10 million to actually buy a month of greens. So 6,000 of greens because it's 4K and you want 6,000, like a million, 10 million to buy this. Right now it's 4.2 million, so it's pretty good. Anyway, so you will farm this. You can find the resources, so you will see the harvest jobs here. Let's say lumberjack. It's one of the most, you know, money wise, I guess. So this one 5,000, not that much. This one 11,000. It used to be 60,000 for some of these. I don't know why. Actually, nothing seems to have. The value has really changed for some reason. Yeah. But the trees are. It's because it's not that hard to farm in your own haven bag. Everything is not that hard to farm in haven bag for these value. 20,000 for this one. So of course you don't look only that, like okay, 20,000, 19,000. So this one has okay value, but what about the regular one? 200, and this one is 400. So in that case, dry pine will be a better farming to do. So I could get 400 on average for each of them, and then also get around 20,000 of value when I get a shiny one, right? You can look something like stuff like that. Look at the jobs. The one 400 camas per resources is a pretty good deal. It's pretty much the best price right now for the resources, I would say. So yeah, it takes like a day of farming to get 10 million. Like I would say that maybe over 10 hours to reach this, depending of your equipment also. Depending on what equipment you have that boost your harvesting. I have this one that is not leveled up yet. Oh yeah, I should give him the meat. There you go. So for fishermen is one of the jobs I hate the most. Not that I hate the job itself, it's just that fish are useless. Because fish are used for chef and baker, and chef and baker are pretty much not that useful. Nothing has value from this. Okay, you lose. Okay, scrambled eggs maybe. It gives you 60 initiative. It might be used for something, especially if you put yourself low level and you have a flat boost stat like this. It might be useful. It might be also used in high levels to just put one of your character before everyone on purpose, or you might need this to actually play first, and that might change something. I don't know, whatever. Alright, leveling tips. Okay, so this is for the leveling. It's just, I mean, it's my own opinion here, okay? It's not like it's the best way to do. It's just if I had to restart as from zero, I would probably do something like that. So yeah, if you're a solo account, level 50 stuff, the account mineral. I started with this. Oh, 1 to 1. Okay, I just did the tips first and then. Okay, if you're solo, if you only have one account and no friends and whatever, you might want to farm the mineral tower at level 50. I don't think I have a video on the mineral tower yet for the level 50. There is different phases, different way of the spamming at the beginning, so the fight is different every time. There is 2 or 3 way the fight can happen. It will be a annoying one to cover, but you also have a buff you can apply to yourself at the beginning that will be delayed, and you will have the buff 2 or 3 turns after, stuff like that. But anyway, you can farm it as stasis 1. It will be pretty easy. Even on automatic build, every time you win the dungeon, you will get 10 tokens. For 30 tokens, you will have a regeneration potion. As you can see, on my Auxiliar and my Sakura right now for 9 hours now, so it's been 3 hours that I put it. I regenerate all my HP every fight I do, right? So this potion is one of my favorite. I use all of them. You can see I farmed this dungeon a lot though. I have 2,000 exhume token on my SRAM. I have 1.9 thousand on this guy. I have only 300 on this guy, but I have a Feka as well that has more and stuff like that. 30 tokens for one potion. Really useful. 12 hours of regenerating your HP. It does not count when you go out as well. If you disconnect, the potion will not go down. So you can disconnect and my 9 hour will still be there when I come back. So, and it will be a good dungeon also. Even as Stasis 1, you can get resources that has a pretty good value. You can have some equipment that you can sell from this. Even green, some people will buy them to craft iron. I think the value has dropped a lot though, but it's still okay. Like if you farm, I don't know, like 30 of them 30 times, it's because they drop fragment. They drop relic fragment, specific one. It's not a good relic compared to the other ones, but yeah, they're pretty easy to get in that case. I probably have 100 here. Steam Paulette, for example, is one of them. Gold Tarwig is one of them, and Dark, no, I don't. Gold Tarwig, yes. Olo. Okay, so these three: Olo, Gold Tarwig, and Steam Paulette. So right now I could actually just take them here. Let's see the price. Okay. I don't know why I was keeping them in this inventory. Normally I just sell them. So you will get these fragments every fight, no matter what. So that's a thing to farm if you want to make money. So by doing this, you can actually make, like, you know, after like 20-30 fights, you can get like 1 million or more. But I think the value has really dropped. Yeah, that's pretty bad right now. I will put this one as 1666. Although, yeah, okay, maybe it's not that good anymore. It used to be. Maybe too much people are farming the dungeon now. It just has no value almost. Yeah, these used to be 200,000 or something. 99,000. All right, let's go with 77. Anyway, so okay, never mind. You won't get 1 million after. It used to be almost 1 million for selling these three together. But the money, okay, I will maybe change this then. I must. Let's change good for okay. The leveling though will be pretty good. Like I said, I level up Feka to 50 to 150 there. 10 token each fight, blah blah. Level 50 stuff. Okay, single target like I said. So basically, it look a little. Does my SRAM has it? Maybe not. Yeah, my SRAM don't have it. My Auxiliar have it. So single target distance will be mostly what you get from these equipment. For the iron, you know, mastery at this level, for level 50, you will get the wild move stuff. I really recommend you to farm this dungeon, and with the Moog, you know, resources of the boss, you can also craft the key to enter the mineral tower, right? So this is pretty much what I said here. Craft the imperfect fake incantation. I think that's imperfect for this. For solar count XP, you can farm dimensional rift. So what you want to do is also press D here, dimensional rift, and you will see the different rift. Suffokia is a pretty good one at the beginning. You will craft a level 80 stuff, no craft, I mean build level 80 stuff, and then you will farm this one. It can drop pretty good pet. You've seen the fisherman pet I have here. I dropped it from the Suffokia dimensional rift. So it's already more than 1 million value if you're lucky enough to drop this. And dimensional rift can be farmed by only one character. you will have the maximum buff from this, but less drop, and you can farm it with 2 character. I think the optimal will be 2 or 3 character, but you can always farm with 1. I used to farm with my Strum alone on Moon, and I went from 190 to 210 just farming this with my Strum. Of course, the better gear you have, the better wave you clear, so the Dimensional Rift actually require pretty good gear. You could start by farming on automatic build and just clear 1 or 2 wave and then pass until you reach 40 turns, right? And get maybe gear from that, because you can also drop gear. You could end up building your gear by farming the Rift with not good gear, right? But yeah, it will be one of the fastest way to XP if you have a really good gear. If you don't have a really good gear, I recommend you to do what I say here, environmental quest. So I will go to that later. It's the thing that I did the most in the game. So yeah. Alright, so Mineral Tower, Dimensional Rift. Then I said 1 to 100. If you have a booster, you can be carried in 1 day easily. You just do the dungeons. Yeah. If you have for the carry, you usually do dungeon with higher stasis. Wait, someone can hear. Okay, of course that's the cheat way, but right now that's kind of how everyone play. So 1 to 100, like I said, it will be pretty fast. In 1 day you can reach it. I said 100 plus. I will be honest, I think I said even 1 will still pretty fast, still 120 to 130. Even 140, I think it's kind of fast to get XP, because some people could still carry you in some level 126 dungeons, stuff like that. If you could do the Dirty Trough or other dungeons like that, you still have a way to XP on higher stasis and stuff like that, but it's pretty much the limit after that. After that you kind of stuck. Also the XP always increase. Dungeon increase in difficulty the higher level you are, the higher level the dungeon is, and they're also longer for the same level. So if you do a level 170 dungeon at level 170, or if you do a level 21 dungeon at level 21, it will be way faster to do. There is no level 21 dungeon though, and yeah, 21, okay. It will be way faster to do a level 21 dungeon than a level 170 if you have automatic build or like the best equipment ever. But yeah, so dungeons are longer and the XP is higher, so it just exponentially go harder, right? So this is how the game is made. Not that I agree with this, but that's how it's made. Okay, so at this point I will probably do stuff level 80, like Dimensional Rift at level 80 if you made equipment for the Rift to like suffocate the Dimensional Rift, or you can do your environmental quest to start leveling. To be fair, environmental quests are the thing I did till the max level, okay? Unless, well, until last month where I boosted, well, 2 weeks ago where I boosted my 2 accounts, since I'm working everything, so I only do my dailies. And dailies are really more time efficient than farming environmental quests. But if you're done with your dailies, after that I really recommend do Env quest. I'm gonna call Env quest because it's all hard for me to pronounce this in English. So Env quest will be the best way to XP solo. Yeah, till the end of the game basically. At level 81 you can farm the Underworld for capacity 22 bag. Now the dungeon is only 2 rooms, so it's really faster because there is a long animation and stuff. Yeah. Of course, at every level, okay? Every level, if you have a team, so if you're playing with a total of 6 characters, yourself or with your friend, farming dungeon of your level will be actually the best way to XP if you're being efficient in it, right? So just keep that in mind. If you're solo, environment quest, right? After the dailies. But dailies cannot be done solo other than the seeds. And dungeons, if you're able to. If you have really good equipment, you could solo dungeon with 3 characters at just level, but that will be just a pain, right? Just find someone to do it. But yeah, if you're solo, then no, then it will be better to do Dimensional Rift, because they will give you a bunch of XP, a big boost for 1 character if you play 1 character or 2, whatever. So yeah, Dimensional Rift, really the best for 1 character. For more than 1 character, you can do dungeons. I think that Dimensional Rift might actually give more XP than leveling with other people. It's just that when you play with other people, everyone get XP, so the total XP gain from the dungeon will be more than if you only XP 1 character, right? But if you really just want to be 1 character all the time and just reach 230, then do the Rift by yourself and you will be good to go. For the dungeon tips, okay, you can see on my channel, it's probably my main right now. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna switch to my other one. There we go. So the channel you're watching this video right now. Wait, I just want to make sure that my name is not showing when I do that. Alright. So you go on this here, you can go on playlist when you search for my channel, so you can put search up, see the thing here, and then you will see playlist, and I have the playlist for Wakfu dungeon here, so you can click full playlist. I'm gonna put the playlist link. It's not a big tip, but it's just like, and it might sound like a promotion. I guess it is, but it's not really. I don't care about views, okay? I'm just trying to help. But let's say you want to do, you have one of these dungeons that you want to do. I cover a lot of dungeon under the level 140, right? Currently I'm doing my dailies. It's going 1 to 140. So you can see the dungeons here. Will Lay Station. Oh, okay, I want to do this. I want to do Black Wabbit. Okay, so I want to do Forgotten Lair. Today it's the 3 quests, right? You go on this. You don't need to listen to me. Okay, it's not needed. You go to more here, and I tell you the tip here. Removing the invulnerability of the boss. You have to end up your turn in the trap. Blah blah blah. You can see the how to do it with this here. After a certain time here, I was reading a guide. So I will show how to do it. Being automatic build. Okay, so it's auto build. I'm not using crazy equipment. I'm auto build, but I'm doing stasis 1 because it's the lowest difficulty and it still give you. So if you want to do your dailies, you don't have equipment for everything, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm too lazy to build every 15 level of equipment on 6 character. That's just a pain. That's really painful. One day I might do it, but so far, yeah. And like I said, auto build is accessible to everyone, right? So I'll give you the strategy here. Forgotten Liar, you want to know how to remove the invincibility. You press more, and I just, okay, when the monster has a blue aura, you have to step in the blue smoke region here, and then you will transform into a gobble, and then you can use 4 action point or finish your turn next to the guy to remove invincibility. Did I say? You have to step in the map. That character will then need to bite. I only said bite. It's not true. You can also finish your turn next to it. Why did I not say that? You see, I suck. Okay. Or simply send your turn. No, it's not send your turn. What did it say? Send. Finish your turn. Okay. Anyway, alright, so this was an example, and Crow Cave, for example. Crow Cave, I mean, there is not much, but don't see the boss AoE, and also avoid going in the tiles so you don't have the reflect on your character as much as you should. Right, that's just the way. Okay, you have all the dungeons here. There will be more. I'm doing 2 more today, like I said at the beginning of the video. I don't think anyone will probably watch anyway, but anyways, if someone watch, just so you know, you can have the write-in description, maybe some comments if people found something that I did wrong, whatever. But yeah, alright, so that's it. that's it for today. I did say most of the secret I have in the game. It's not the absolute secrets. There might have better stuff. Okay, I'm not the pro guy that have every characters to 230 and did every dungeon in the game or ultimate bosses, especially ultimate bosses. I only farmed the dragon pig when I used to be 140. The game was 140 max, and I took like a year to reach 140 with 6 character, 6 accounts separated because there was no booster, and then I was one of the only person in the server to farm dragon pig, so it was giving me a lot of money because it was the highest price thing in the game back in the day, right? But today, dragon pig is nothing, right? It's just, I mean, it's not nothing because it's modulated, but it's still as annoying, pretty much. But yeah, it was also pretty annoying to fight like 3 phases and like always, as always for big monster, but like really specific thing to do for every phases that are not mentioned in the game. That's really what I don't like about the game. That's why I'm trying to do as much as I can dungeons with ride and stuff to tell people like, okay, that's how you do it. It's annoying to me to discover things, and like discovering thing is fine, but wasting time to discover the thing is annoying. Like, just hide the stuff from me. You put something complicated in front of me and you just give me no guidance. You're like, oh yeah, you will fight the fight and you will die, and then you will die and die and die until you figure it out. Oh, okay, so he's not invincible because you pushed him onto on one of his ally, and after that you had to take a summon and throw it. No, I'm just showing random stuff, by the way. It's not a thing, but it's just, they just think about like any mechanics that can be done, and like, okay, let's put this on this guy, and they will figure it out at some point. They will just try, and they will feel good about trying so hard after that. No, I don't agree. A lot of people do seems to think that, especially today, because the people that still play the game at high level right now are hardcore players mostly. People that don't mind hardcore, or people like me that just like had a goal and wanted to reach 230 no matter what. But if you enjoy farming high level dungeons, you enjoy, puzzle, wasting time for puzzle, basically. I like puzzle, but wasting time for it, I don't like it, right? So, that's just what I wanted to say about this. But anyway, that's long enough of a video, right? Yeah. Thank you all for watching. I wish you all a good one. Bye.